It's Friday, August 1st, 2025, and I'm about to do something that I've been trying to do for over a year. That's me on the left, and I'm about 1 SPD away from getting Master Rank in Street Fighter. This has been a long time coming, but if you notice, there's a few weird things going on here, especially given my first Street Fighter video, which I made about this time last year. Now, there's always a chance that I fumble this and that the Akuma over there, who I don't actually know and I'm assuming is a very nice guy, comes back. But I probably wouldn't be making a video about that if it's true. In order to understand the gravity of the situation, we're gonna have to take a little trip down memory lane. Let's flash back to summer of 2024. What you're currently watching is called the SJAM, which is a type of Street Fighter 6 tournament hosted by the content creator and Street Fighter pro commentator, SJAM. The SJAM works like most tournaments do. There's teams, a coach, winners, and losers. What makes the slams unique, however, is that while there are a lot of top players playing on the big screen in front of thousands of viewers, there's also new players playing on the very same screen in front of thousands of viewers. And I'm talking about brand new players. Some of these people hadn't ever played a fighting game before in their life, and now they're competing for cash prize. Guess who also had never really played a fighting game in their lives, outside Super Smash Bros., but that doesn't really count. While my friends have been playing Street Fighter 6 for almost a year at this point, I hadn't started. I bought the game back in December of 2023, but I hadn't actually played it. Watching other people having fun while struggling through a new game made me want to do the same, so I plugged in my PS5 controller and I started playing a week after the slam ended. As to why I picked Juri, it was more of a combination of reasons than a single one. First, she's pretty hot. Second, she's very recognizable. And third, and maybe most importantly, I played Street Fighter 4 once at a friend's birthday party in high school, and I chose her by random select, and I hit a bunch of buttons, and I actually ended up winning a game, so that was really fun. So there was some history there, and that was enough to get me to start playing her. I also started with classic controls, which I wouldn't recommend to new players, but it is possible. I played Juri through Platinum, but after spending about 80 hours on the character, I realized that maybe she really wasn't for me, and frankly, she's kind of hard. Her level 2 is basically inaccessible for new players. Her combos aren't the easiest to pull off, for new players especially, and her best trait is her speed and drive rush, neither of which I really knew how to utilize. I wanted to play a different character, and more importantly, a non-rushdown character. I wanted someone with simpler mechanics, somebody who I wouldn't be afraid to face Zangief with, and also somebody who had a move that could go through a block. I wonder who that could be. But after achieving Platinum, I felt accomplished, yet I was aware of how little I knew about the game and its mechanics, so I put the game away for 3 months, and I honestly didn't know if I was going to come back to it.
It's been a treat.
After about 100 days of not playing Street Fighter, I decided to give it another shot. I wanted to get to Diamond, and maybe even Masters if possible, but I knew I wasn't going to do that with Juri. I played a few different characters, but none really stood out to me. Luke was okay, and DJ was fun, but they just weren't hitting the right spots. My goal was to try every character's combo trials to see which one would feel good, so I started with E Honda's and then went to Manon's. And oh boy, did Manon's feel good. Manon is a grappler, which means that she usually relies less on combos and more on getting in close and throwing her opponents, though Manon doesn't necessarily have to get close to cause trouble. Most grapplers have a command grab, which is a grab that will hit even if you're blocking or you're trying to counter grab, and each one that Manon lands grants her a medal, which doesn't go away between rounds, and each medal causes this command grab to do more damage. You see where I'm going with this? At 5 medals, Manon's command grab hurts a lot, and is more powerful than even some level 3 supers, which is kind of crazy considering that this move doesn't cost any meter. You just kind of put yourself at a bit of a risk by doing it. If you miss, it's gonna hurt. Manon felt great, and while I never got my anti-airs down, I did practice more fundamentals while putting in over 100 hours of playtime on her and ascending the ranks. My blocking got better, my patience improved, kind of. I did learn what a punish counter is and what to do when you get one, but most importantly, I was having fun. I found myself checking out less mentally, and it felt like if I had enough medals, any game was winnable, including the one that got me into Masters. Now, I'm painting a pretty picture of the past with a very wide brush. I didn't win all the games in between what you saw now, and I certainly didn't only have good sessions while getting to this point. There was a lot of frustration, a lot of losses. I mean, a lot. I once went on a 17-game losing streak that brought me from barely Diamond 4 back down to almost Diamond 1. That one was pretty hard to get over. There was also some pretty legendary crash outs, like when I lost this game to this Aki.
What?
You gotta be kidding me! Eat my whole asshole!
What just happened? Oh my god, dude, what is going on?
But I did get over it, and I found that my key to victory was becoming more clear than ever. I wasn't going to win through sheer skill or character knowledge. My anti-airs were bad, and so were my reactions. But I knew that if I could outlast the opponent's offense, that they would eventually use a move that I could command grab right after they had finished using it. And through that, I would be able to build up my medals and win the game through just sheer overwhelming offense. Manon's maybe not the best character in the game, but there are fewer things that give me a greater feeling of power than having 5 medals with Manon, including right now. I think this Akuma probably also felt that, because even before this moment, I kind of felt that they were not really in it. Look, I'm not a mind reader, but I think after the first round ended and this Akuma realized that he had not only lost the round, but had also given me 4 medals, I think he knew it was over. I can't speak for Akuma, though I do wonder what was going through his head at this moment. However, I can speak for myself. And the main thing that was going through my head at this moment was that this is actually happening. This is real. I'm gonna make it to Masters. So let's watch it. Let's watch literal months of hard work come to a conclusion. Welcome to a moment that I'm not gonna forget anytime soon.
We did it, boys. We fucking did it. We're in Masters. Oh god, it feels so good.